Yo, 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 it's Friday, week 4, day 5. So this is the close of another successful week. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the difference between fact and opinion. And the purpose of this video is to open your eyes a little bit. And it's in the context of this week's theme, which has been my book, The Miracle You Make in Your Kitchen. When it comes to people's health, there's a lot of opinion. There are certain facts, and you've got to discern between the two. So what is the difference between a fact and opinion? I'm shooting this video on an Android phone. It's a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold, super duper, really cool phone, right? If I was to say to you, my phone is better than your phone, that's an opinion. If I was to say to you, that Android is better than iPhone, what is that? It's an opinion. Okay? That's very simple. If I was to say to you there's currently a war in Israel, that is in Gaza, between Israel and Hamas, that is a fact. If I was to say to you that Biden is the president of America, that is a fact. These are irrefutable. A fact is something which cannot be disproven. Now, when it comes to health, there are some facts out there, but a lot of medical people give you an opinion. They call it a learned opinion. And it's up to you to take control of your health, because you know what? There is no one coming to save you. And you have to be very careful when you're looking for advice around your health to go with those who give you facts, not opinions. In my book, I included over 1,000 clinical studies, peer-reviewed studies, human studies, animal studies, and all sorts of studies that show a common thread. The common thread is that cellular damage, free radicals, oxidation, and inflammation are the primary causes of major chronic diseases. The vast majority of diseases that kill us have their origin at a cellular level. If you want to go through every one of those studies, and if you do a search on Google Scholar or PubMed, you'll see there's over 600,000 studies. When I was putting together my book, I wanted to give people facts so that they could not deny the truth. That if they went to their GP, to their specialist, to their consultant, and asked about molecular hydrogen, and the consultant or whomever did not know about the power of molecular hydrogen and expressed an opinion, that they could challenge that opinion. That they would have the ability to say, well, there are 1,000 studies in this book that show that this could help me. What can we use this? How can I adopt this into my health regime, my health strategy? This is what I'm trying to achieve here, guys. I'm not trying to put myself out here as some form of guru. I am not. I am an ordinary guy. I come from a complementary medical background, but I'm an ordinary guy. But I'm on a mission to help people. I have two parts of what I do: health and wealth. I help people to create wealth, and I help people to support their health. In these series of videos, I'm talking about the health, and I dabble into the wealth side of it, the business side of it as well. So this is what my objective is. This is what my goal is: to help people to change their lives. And if I can help people to change their lives by educating them around strategies that may help them, which include your health, which includes molecular hydrogen, why not consider it? Don't dismiss it, guys. You know, if you take the Android versus iPhone as an example, I can say that this is my opinion, but I need to back it up by fact. That's reality. So that's my goal with the book, to provide you with a way to understand what's happening in your body at a cellular level, how that impacts you at a complete body level, because chronic diseases, they don't happen overnight. They evolve over a period of time. Acute diseases happen very quickly. And this is where our acute medical system is very, very good. I'm an acupuncturist, and I wouldn't call an acupuncturist to a car crash. That's the reality. You need a surgeon, you need an EMT, you need a paramedic, in those situations. Yeah, so there are horses for courses. What really drove me forward many years ago was the story of a doctor in Austin, Texas, called Brzezinski, Stanislav Brzezinski. Stanislav, I believe, is his first name, but search for Brzezinski. He developed a treatment for a very particular type of brain cancer that affected very, very young children. And the cancer is at the brain stem. I think it was neoblastoma. I might have that name wrong, but it was a cancer in the brain stem. And Brzezinski developed a treatment called anti-neoplastons. And anti-neoplastons were synthesized from horse urine. And he's very successfully treated very young children with a very, very dangerous 99.99 times out of 100, it was fatal for those young children. He developed that treatment. Yet, he was tried to be suppressed. The US government, the FDA, and you may think I'm a conspiracy theorist, you can research this yourself, okay? This is not bullshit, I don't go down that rabbit hole. But they tried to put him out of business. Ultimately, after years and years of litigation, he won his case and he's able to practice in restricted areas in the States. He's not allowed exported around the world. But why do I tell you this? God forbid you have a child with this aggressive form of brain cancer and you go to your oncologist here in Ireland or wherever you're watching this with that, and they say, well, I explained, sorry, the traditional treatment for this, the only option available was radiotherapy through the ears. And radiotherapy through the ears left the children deaf. Deaf. You've got a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old with this very aggressive form of cancer, and they blast the child through the ears into the brain. The child is left deaf. Cannot hear you for his last words, because those children never survived. All as they were doing was what they felt was the best, but those children never survived. Why do I say this? Because if you went to that oncologist with your child, and God forbid, I hope none of you watching this ever have to do that, but if you did and you were told there is no option available, the only option is radiotherapy through the ears. That is an opinion. That is not a fact. The fact that Stanislav Brzezinski has a treatment called anti-neoplastons that is a non-invasive, non-toxic way of treating that very, very aggressive form of cancer is a fact. That's what I'm trying to get across, guys. Please, please, my heartfelt message to you is, if you want to take control of your health, if you want to have a better quality of life, if you want to protect your family, consider molecular hydrogen water, right? That's all I'm asking you. Do your research, get my book, get a download. It's free. I'm giving it to you for free. The months of research I put into that book, the reading the scientific papers, reading the medical papers, compiling it, editing it, getting graphics done for it. All of this didn't happen overnight. And it didn't happen just because I had nothing to do. It happened for a reason, and the reason is I want to help people. So if you can understand the difference between fact and opinion, if you're willing to do a little bit of research, if you're willing to invest a little bit of your time and energy into educating yourself, you can open up a whole world of possibilities. But the possibilities of molecular hydrogen water is that it helps you hydrate at a cellular level. It helps to neutralize a proven, factual free radical called hydroxyl. It turns hydroxyl back to water, thereby hydrating your cells. It protects your cells from further damage. Doesn't matter where those cells are in the body. You need a constant supply of it? Yes, that's for sure. You need to drink it regularly? Yes, that's for sure. This is not a panacea. This is not a pill that you're going to pop. This is not the convenient, easy way, oh, I'm sick, give me a pill that does absolutely nothing but suppress systems. This is not what that is. This is a way for you to take control of your health. But please separate fact from opinion. Don't resign yourself and your family's health into somebody else's hands who is simply stating an opinion not based upon fact. Download my book, give it to whomever it is. Interestingly, I achieved, well, I find it interesting, I don't know if you will. One of my colleagues gave my book to a pharmacist, and the pharmacist looked at my book and he came back with some comments. Now, before I tell you what his comments were, what I did when I was writing this book was I tried to write it in such a way that it demystifies the medical jargon for the ordinary person, yet providing a medical person with signposts through to an education process by way of read the bloody papers. And in my book there's a chapter which is my plea to the medical community, which I asked them to, if you're not familiar with this, please take the time to learn. In my book I've all these references for you, do your research before you tell people there is no hope. Anyway, so this person came back, the pharmacist, and said, well, it's not written at a high enough standard for the medical profession, and it's written at a little bit too high for the ordinary person. So that says to me I achieved something. I achieved what I want, because I want the ordinary person to have to spend time to understand it. I can't dumb it down in such a way that it makes no sense whatsoever and will be discredited by your medical doctor, your medical community. And I had to write it in a way that signposted the medical community through to the information that could help save many, many people. Okay guys, so my book, it's a free download guys. Get it, enjoy it, use the information, and as always, give me a call, give me a shout, send me a DM. I'm happy to have a call with you to discuss molecular hydrogen or just to have a chat. Just reach out, that's all I say. So be careful of opinion versus fact. Stick with the facts guys, they don't lie. Opinions are subject to personal bias and a level of understanding or education. Okay guys, see you next week for week 5.